Okay guys, let's come back. So now we're gonna build the handle. Let's take a look at a on the handle. Here we go. So we don't have much a let me check the other one. See if we can find the handle. Oh, here we go. So shorter and longer right here. So it's mean this section are shorter and that one's longer. Okay. And it seems like these are reversal of it. Oh no, it's good. And it has, let's see. Here we go. It has a little different level right there. So we could think of this is one line, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay. So six division from what I've seen, and then has a circle inside. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Um, so we're gonna put that inside the layers there too, so that I can template it or referencing. Right now it's on reference, and it's right on there. So I'm gonna go to side view, Control 1 to bring everything back. There we go. And we can start it with box. Okay, and move the box in place. And right there until it's come out. Okay, so we should block it out a little bit. So we're gonna make these a little thinner, right? So this is on X, so that's the width, thinner, and then longer, so is Z, so it's depth. And we already, I already uh, um, kind of analyze it how many span we should use. So division on depth will be 6. Here we go. Okay. And we go to the side view, and we already know based on the picture right there. So this is the font, that's the font. So I'm gonna start it to sculpt it, and I can just, here we go, a little longer, and this one taper, that one can be, here we go. Okay, so something like that. And now we're gonna punch the hole in there. So gonna select face, because we want to have a some kind of cylindrical in. Let's do the cylindrical so that you can see what it is. Now if this is too thick, you're gonna have to select the face and just push it in. There we go. And it might have a curve also. I am not sure. You know, it could be like this, a little curve looking. You know, his handle. Maybe. Oh no, sorry. I look at on the picture. It does not. It does not. Is actually does this. This section of thinner. It's kind of rounded. I think that one too. Here we go. And I think the center, which I can select that loop and then just make it a little bulgier. And I'm gonna thinner. thinner. Okay, something like that. And I think this tip a little smaller. Oh, grab the whole thing. Here we go. I might. How about that? That's it. Okay. So now I'm gonna create a cylindrical, and I'm gonna just align it to this guy. Modify. You can just match. Translate, and then you just rotate it 90 degree, and I'm gonna reduce the section. I think 6 would be just enough. We might have to reduce even more, but we'll see. It might need to be 4. So we're gonna make it smaller. It's basically gonna be that part right there. This part, and come out to the keyhole. So basically we're gonna punch the hole in there and have a keyhole separate, because when you think about if you're gonna texture this keyhole probably gonna be a different color than the handle. So it might even have a surface property is different too. So it will be easier if they are separated. Okay, like separate object. So, and I'm gonna make that smaller. How about 0.3? Here we go. I'm gonna just slide it in and shift a little. Okay. So right now, if I do full corner, I have to think about we're gonna have to punch the hole in there. So let's see if it's full. No, it has to be 6. Okay, so it has to be 6. So now, this is what I plan to do. I'm gonna select that. Select this. And then extrude face. But then offset. Let's do 1. 1 is too much. How about 0.1 first? 0.25. 0.2. 0.3. So it's about 0.3. Okay. And if I press 3, can you see it looks circle? Kind of. Press 1. Okay. And we can cut, like, if I grab this and rotate, how about, I think it's Y. Okay, let's rotate a 45 degree. Nope, 90. 90, yes. So now this guy we can cut in the middle like that. There we go. So that we got a 6 corner. Okay. And this is a little trick. I can select, let's isolate that temporarily. Control 1. Here we go. Let's isolate that. Okay, after we isolate this is what we can do. Select both sides. And we have a tool. Edit mesh. Circularize. It will try to circular and average the vertices for us. So we do both. Here we go. Switch to 4. Go to side view. And now we're gonna just rotate it manually to match. Here we go. Can you see? So now we got a hole in there, and we can punch it. So at this moment though, let's take a look at the picture quick. I think that's about the, I think that's okay. I'm gonna leave it there. So now I can reposition this later. Can you see? Here we go. Okay, so now to punch the hole, that's easy one. I go back to the perspective view quick because my perspective view is still on a isolate selection, and I can select these. Oh, select the face, delete it, and then you can double click, shift double click, and then bridge. Here we go, and now we got that hole. And let's lay this out a little better. Here we go. How about that? Okay. And even though the lines are not exactly straight, it's okay. Don't touch it because these are perfect circular. If I press 3, see, it look like that. That's what we wanted. So now I'm gonna select this object, gonna make it bigger, so that fit that hole. 0.35, 0.38, 0.36, 0.37. Here we go. So almost fit, and a little bit off, but that's okay. We can make it bigger, and I think the circular are not a really. The rotate is need to be rotated a little more. Okay. That's better. Now it's really nice. So this object, I think we should do 0.4, a little bigger. Here we go. Control 1, and now we can shift this even deeper. Here we go. It's offset, so that will be a keyhole, right? Okay, and we can remove some line there. Oh, just only. Let me isolate that. Control 1. So that we have a. This time you can hit delete because. Oh wait, sorry, we can't. If I hit delete, I still have that vertices. Well, I can delete it. Okay, and delete shift. Alt Shift D, Control 1. Here we go. So now it look like this. And Alt Shift D. Save. Oh. Let me save scene as. Just in case something wrong, I can go back. So this will be 13A. Okay, so now if you wanted to create a keyhole, which you don't need to, but I'm gonna just show it to you. Here we go. See that? Okay. Here we go. And then you can grab these two, extrude, and then you can just push it in. Okay. Okay. And now for the base, you see, look like that. So slender, and I don't think I have a good view on there. Let's see. Oh, so okay, so we can start with slender, and now I'm gonna just create a new cylindrical. Shift select this. After you create it, modify, align, match, all translation. Here we go. And then I'm gonna reduce it to 6 again. Just try to keep it. Oh, I hit delete by accident. 6. And this time I'm gonna have no cap. Okay. Because I wanted to change the subtract them later. So, okay. Now, can you see these are actually separated from the keyhole? So I can move, basically on the keyhole I can cut more right there. How about just right there? And I'm gonna select these phases and extrude and just make it bigger. You can move it like this. I'm not doing it. Here we go. Okay, so now this guy, I'm gonna go back to this match. Okay, you could because there's a, can you see that kind of level like that, a little level different. So what we can do is let's reduce the size quick. Radius is too thick. How about that? Gonna move it forward a little bit. Oh, sorry. I think it's it need to come out a little more right there. Here we go. Yeah, that's right. I hope it's not too big. Well, if it's too big, it's too small, you can kind of modify it a little bit more. Okay. All right. So let me grab that, push that in. Here we go. Okay. So this one can come out a little bit more. Okay. So I'm gonna extrude this face. Extrude, and you can offset it. How about 0.1, 0.3, I think 0.3, and then extrude again, and then push inward. Here we go. So now you get that. And if I switch to full, can you see? So I think it's time to cut it. Multi-cut, and we just cut the center so that they become full corner. That's all, and that's it. So we did cut it. And now what about this section? It's easy right there. So basically you're gonna have to cut, and I'm gonna just cut right there, and then you extrude this section, shift double click, it's like this. Here we go. And then extrude, and then just push it out like that. There we go. A little bigger. Okay. And I'm gonna switch to scale 2, and then you can squeeze it in. If I press 3, see how it look. Okay, so it's get somewhere. Press 1 back. I'm gonna extend a little bit. Okay. I can do even more actually. Okay, that's it. Alright. Don't do too much. So now we can make this look like it bent, because see, it's kind of have a little contour there. So you just push in. Here we go. Like that. So they kind of have a little contour, and if you press 3 it will look like this. So now we're gonna stop continuity, so we get what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and right there too. So press 3. Here we go. Can you see? Okay, and press 1 back. I can cut that more. Press 3 again. Here we go. So I think that's it. And now let's come back to this guy. There we go. Stop continuity. 1. And if you can't see, go to object mode. Control 1, isolate it, and stop continuity. to do this section too. Here we go. Okay, let's do that in a little bit. Here we go. All right. And if you want that to be exactly sharp, you're gonna have to cut more. That's all. I am not going to do it. See? Well, let's do it anyway. Sorry. Here we go. And we're gonna have to cut more. But if we cut there, I mean, if we cut this, we have to. Hold on. Let me check. I think we better to do. I'm gonna leave it there. It's too much work. Control 1. Here we go. Press 3. Here we go. So now press 3 and start it to cut. Press 1. Inside. Don't forget the other side too. Right there. Okay. Let me go to object mode. Control 1. Cut more. Press 3. And now there is a pattern right there. So let's do that pattern before we started to split more. I think. Hold on. Let me get rid of this face, these edges, so that I have less work to do. So first, let me think. So I think it got to be from there to here. Okay, can you see right there? Oh, wait. I was looking at this, has a little bit of detail on there, but the other one does not. Let's do the easy one. We just want a border around it. Let's do the easy one this time. Okay. So I would loop. Now it can't loop all the way. I want it to loop like this. So in this case, I'm gonna extend instead. Extrude it, and then you just push something like this. Actually, this is look better. I don't have to rework on that curve actually, and I got that curve too. So this is kind of a coincide, almost an accident, but okay. And then I will grab that. Let's go to side view, rearrange that so that when we create some kind of extrude bevel, it looks good. Right here and there. I'm gonna grab them all together, push it back a little bit. Okay, I think this is good enough. So basically this is what I plan to do. Extrude it and then just push it out. Here we go. Now I press 3. Look like this. I think that's good enough. Okay. And okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna cut hole. Press 3 again. Okay. And I think this section is too narrow. right there. I'm gonna try to double click edge loop. Oh man, it's hard to select it because I can scale it down a little bit. I don't need to do the other side because the other side is not important there. Okay. Maybe I just do it one at a time, or top and bottom at a time. I'm gonna just turn on move and slide it down really close there. Okay. Okay. Move it up. Here we go. And then I can move this invert. Here we go. Press 3. How about that? I think that's it for now. And I don't need to make them look sharp. Okay, so control 1 back. So now we're done with the handle. And we should name this. So delete history, all of them. Oop, I control D by accident. Alt Shift D and Face Transform, all of them. And now we're gonna call door handle. So you could just name door handle or any name. I'm gonna create the whole set. So I'm gonna call door handle mash. So we have mash 1 and 2. Okay. Because later on we're gonna group them together. Okay. And this section I'm gonna call door frame mash. Here we go. Okay, so the next thing we will create a hinge. There are 3 hinge. So 3 hinge. Okay, and it's look like a the closer size to the door frame, they has been welding together. So see if I'm right. I'm gonna stop this video and then we'll do the door hinge on the other video. Okay, so this is handle and that's the handle. Okay, so I'm gonna let's isolate quick. Control 1. Okay, so for now I'm gonna save. All right, we'll see you next video.